Alright guys, it's time to talk about AMP on the channel once again, and it's been a while since I've really looked at this, and I think the last time I looked might have been when it popped up here above, 1.2 cents or so. Now I could go back in my history and look. I haven't done the research on when I did the last video, but it doesn't really matter too much, guys. Basically, let's jump into the chart here. Now, you can see that it has just been under 1.2 cents for the majority of since like May of 2022. So now we have had like 3 or 4 wicks above that. That's it, guys. It's just wicks. You should have sold on those wicks, really. Now, again, I should have sold too, but I held. And I'm actually still holding all the AMP pretty much that I had in the last cycle. And a lot of it I bought at 5 cents almost. So, yeah, somewhere around 5 cents. I'm not 100% sure. Now, I have DCA'd, of course, and dollar cost average. You know that means. And I've bought a little bit more AMP. And actually, recently I have. So, I brought the average, a little bit down. It's not near as much as it used to be. It used to be, like I said, somewhere around 5 cents. So yeah, I bought a little bit more. I'm probably, in reality, maybe around 3 cents or 2 cents. So anyways, let's zoom in here. Now, on a weekly time frame, you can see basically it's, still under this trend line. If I put this on a daily time frame, you'll see this even a little bit better. Yeah, let's look at it on a daily. Now, it needs to break this resistance. And actually, I had this line here. I only extended it and readjusted it slightly. So you can see where it got rejected today already, right at the line. So, and it's also having trouble with 0.078 cents, which is basically this weekly resistance. So, yesterday, it broke through the 0.0068 resistance. That's nice to see. Now, remember, that's a daily candle. It needs to close a weekly above this. Now, if I put this on a weekly real quick, okay. Actually, on a weekly time frame, it has barely maintained the 0.0068 level. So, that's good. It maintained it, and it's getting quite a nice bounce. So, back to the 1-day time frame. Now, what I really want to see, guys, if I'm going to get really bullish on this, it's going to have to start closing candles. And I mean, daily candles, and actually weekly candle would be better, above, 1.2 cents. Now, it did seal how many candles up here? Now, it got all rejections over here. But back in March, yeah, it sealed only like 2 candles up here, guys. Basically, the day it pumped, very big, it closed above it, had 1 full day, and then crashed down. So, yeah, we need to see definitely, a few daily candles above this line. Ideally would be a weekly. I don't think a weekly is up here. Yeah, we looked at it a few seconds ago. Yeah, there's no weekly up here. There's only a few dailies, or yeah, a couple dailies. Now, if I even zoom back, let me go back to this. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is 2022. So yeah, really, there's really nothing above 1.2 cents. And I think in the last video, I think I really stressed 1.2 cents. And I think I mentioned 1.2 cents probably about 20 times in that video. That's the most important level for AMP. If AMP doesn't get above that, guys, it doesn't have hope. Unfortunately, I'm a little bearish on AMP these days. Now it does have a problem with the SEC. And I do believe that will be wiped away. But, you know, I don't know why this is struggling so bad. It was a hot project back in 2022, 2021. A lot of people were talking about it. Really good project. And since then, it's just pretty much died. So, you know, let's see what happens. But 1.2 cents is the level it has to break. Now, it has several, you know, resistances to get above before it gets there. It has this, you know, local trend line, basically. It's got to break. Then it has to break 0.0091 and then 1.2. Let's see. I am not bullish on AMP yet, guys. I would like to be. Now, I don't want to sound like a party pooper, guys. I have AMP. I need it to do well. This is one of the few cryptos I've lost on. So, yeah, let's see what happens in the near, you know, future. Now, diving into the tokenomics of AMP, guys, basically there is about 100 billion. Most of this is out, guys. Like 84, 85% of this is out. And, yeah, you can see I do have $196. This is not correct, though, guys. This is, like I said, it's probably around 2 or 3 cents, but definitely not 0.002. Anyways, let's go down here. Now, all-time high, 12 cents, still 93% down. At this point, you know, if it doesn't break 1.2 cents relatively soon, I would say this is not going to happen, even the all-time high. Maybe next cycle if they start to show that they're working on something. But yeah, I really haven't heard much from AMP, actually. There's no news. So, I don't know, guys. Really, if AMP doesn't get moving now, then yeah, this is not going to happen. Now, taking a quick look at Bitcoin, guys. I don't want to jump into this, you know, too much because we've already spent a lot of time on AMP. Now, it has retested a couple of levels here. Yesterday, it broke through a couple of levels. Haven't quite got up to the 101, 200 yet. And that's the next step, guys. But we did go down to retest basically this 98,000 weekly support and this 99,000 daily support. And it's getting a nice little, you know, bounce off that. And let's see if it turns green today. We're at 100,000 right now. So we just broke above that right now, actually. Because, yeah, about 15 to 20, 30 minutes ago, yeah, we were below 100. So ETH, it is getting a bounce. This is the weekly time frame. But it is, let's see, let's go to the daily. That's a little bit better time frame to look at this because it was kind of consolidating in there for a while. Yeah, it doesn't want to cooperate. Come on. Let's go a little bit quicker. Yeah, there we go. So you can see that, you know, this was consolidating basically between 33.13 and 35.34 the majority of the time. Now today, it has retested this weekly support as it is right now. Keep in mind, this is daily time frame. And, you know, as long as we close a weekly candle above this line, that's, you know, the correct time frame really to look at this. But it has come down to retest this. Did get a bounce. And, yeah, you know, let's see what happens. It's not as strong as the Bitcoin bounce, it appears. If we go back to Bitcoin, you know, this is almost a green candle, whereas ETH still has quite a ways to go. So a little bit stronger right now with Bitcoin. If we go to the Bitcoin dominance, it is falling like a rock though, guys. But you can see it is kind of trying to bounce here. Now, let me zoom out here just so you can see this a little bit better. It was trying to make a W pattern, if you remember some of my videos, guys. But yeah, it looks like it has broken down. As you can see, there's like a little W here, but basically you can see it's losing it, guys. So definitely when you break through 56.9, that is totally out of play. I would say it's out of play already anyways. When it broke, you know, over here and started to deviate, that was when, you know, we can say the W pattern is off. So taking a look at the altcoin season index. Let me refresh this. Still at 53. Okay, this probably will update, you know, tonight or tomorrow, because yeah, that altcoin, you know, actually not the altcoin dominance. I was going to say altcoin dominance, the Bitcoin dominance is breaking down like crazy. So I believe this is going to jump up. I would say at least probably to about 60. It's just going to get a very large bounce because this is coming down like a rock. So now fear and greed. Let's just take a look at that. Let me refresh this too. I think I refreshed it earlier. Okay, yeah, it's 75 today. Like in the video last night, I did say it was probably going to go to about 75 to 80. Okay, I got it. And because yesterday was a 70, we had a really good day with CPI. So yeah, that's what I expected, about 5 to 10 points, up, and it went 5. Now, taking a look at the bull market peak indicators, guys, still 0 from 30 have been hit. Here's a long list of indicators that, are supposed to predict the top. The best one, in my opinion, is the Pi Cycle top indicator. Right now, it's not even really close to crossing. It's about 6 months away, probably, from crossing. That's just my guess, though. But yeah, none of these have hit, so it's pretty much a 100% hold right now. Now, if we do look at the Pi Cycle indicator, here it is, guys. I can zoom in for you. You can see it's still pretty far, but I mean, it is curving up, but it's not a very steep curve. It's just, it's going to take time for this to really cross. And it might even be moving down a little bit. Let me zoom in a little farther. No, I don't know. It's not... It kind of looks like it wants to curve down a little bit there. But let's see, guys. It's got a long way to go. Now, if we take a look at the economic calendar today, guys, jobless claims was actually good. Now, if I go to Moodix, this is a trading platform that measures news. Now, this jobless claims was 0.0775 positive. It's green. So now, yesterday, we had almost 0.7 with the CPI. That was one of the biggest pieces of news I have seen. And, I've actually been giving English lessons to the guy who makes this platform for like 2 years. So that was the biggest piece of news I have seen. PPI was also huge. The day before that, what was it? It was like in the 0.4 or something like this. 0.44, I don't know, I can't remember, guys, but it was huge too. But CPI yesterday, yeah, massive, almost 0.7. Anyways, this was very big today. Now, tomorrow, there's not really much going on. Maybe industrial production could, make some volatility a little bit, but I don't think, housing starts or building permits is going to do much. There are no speakers tomorrow, so next week, Monday's a holiday. So basically, jobless claims again on Thursday. Friday, you do have the PMI and Michigan numbers there. So, yeah, that's something to look forward to. Now, just taking a look at January, guys, this is not going to change, I'm sure. We are not going to see a cut this month. Now, March, let's see what happens here. I think... a few more people are believing that we're going to get a cut in March now. I personally do think we will, but the conditions are that we get CPI and PPI numbers like we did this week for February. And I'm not sure if in March the CPI and PPI numbers come out before the 19th there, but probably they would because... yesterday was the 15th, and the day before that the 14th, so maybe we still have 2 more PPI and CPI numbers, coming. Now, green, pretty much across the board. There are a few reds, though, guys, here and there, but, mostly it's in the green. We do have some very large greens. XDC, I did a video on this yesterday. It's getting a lot of views, guys. It does look good. I think it's going to take on its all-time high soon. Now, if you want to stake your coins, go to Coinando, guys, and type in whatever coin you're looking for here. And yeah, so that's pretty much all you got to do. And I can show you this real quick, but you do have, the days you have to lock it up and your limits and things. So be careful, read everything. And anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and please share this with your friends. We're almost at 900 subscribers. I would like to reach 1,000 soon. And yeah, guys, thanks a lot.